back again, and today we will share with the best compilation of luckiest moments caught on camera with you. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel to throw your bad luck away. Try if it works and join us to watch.
The man was riding his bicycle along a hilly road when he tripped over a mud. The car fell, causing the man to fall. Fortunately, the man was able to cling to the grass by the side of the road and the car kept rolling along the cliff. It's a real thrill. At the intersection with the railroad tracks, without barriers, the man tried to cross the road even though the train was very close. The train was going faster than the man imagined, so he was scared to run away. As a result, we see the car being crushed to pieces. The truck carrying construction materials that wanted to turn suddenly lost control and rushed towards a nearby motorcyclist. The motorbike rider was scared, hurriedly left his possession and ran away and luckily escaped death. A woman was walking down the street when the truck went out of control and rattled from behind. Looking at the dusty ruins of the store, this woman must have been an unforgettable memory of this event. This is a lifelong lesson for those who have a habit of opening car doors recklessly. This guy didn't pay attention to the rear, opened the car and stepped out. Suddenly a car jumped off from behind and slammed into the door. On a railroad crossing, the truck tried to cross the road even though the barricade had come down. As a result, the train rushed over and overturned the cargo portion of the truck. But the driver was still lucky to keep his life. It's hard to believe, honestly. It was raining and a man pulled over for the side of the road wearing a raincoat, not knowing that behind there was a heavy truck approaching. A couple was walking close to the sidewalk when a car out of control appeared out of nowhere and crashed into the car parked on the sideway. The lovers were startled. They just couldn't believe that they had just escaped death so narrowly. It was raining and the road was slippery. The man who was riding the car suddenly lost his momentum and fell onto the road. At the same time, a truck drove up and almost crushed the man. That person in the moment standing in front of the line of the life and death used all his strength to run and over. Luckily, he escaped. On the highway, a car that wanted to pass immediately accelerated and entered the opposite lane. Unfortunately, at that moment, a giant truck was approaching. The impact caused the black car to shatter into thousands of pieces, but miraculously the driver was still unharmed. What a life lesson for that guy. A young man was slowly cycling to the turn onto the main road. Suddenly the truck came. He did not have time to brake, so he rushed straight into the trunk of the car. Fortunately, the impact sent him to the side and was completely unharmed after the accident. The child crosses the road just as the excavator approaches. WELUCK even thought the boy had been crushed by the car, but fortunately the boy crawled down and survived. It must be a chilling phase for everybody. A man was walking on the sidewalk when the car lost control and collided with another vehicle on the road and flew towards him. The man immediately backed away and lucky for him the car hit the road sign. It's quite a jolt. This boy was leisurely sliking when the red car sped past and collided with a pickup truck. Miraculously the bicycle was knocked out and then crushed under the wheel and the boy was still unharmed. Just couldn't believe he had just escaped death 2 times in a row. The giant truck turned, but the people next to it didn't know it. As a result, both the car and the people fell on the road. Fortunately, the motorcyclist reacted in time and jumped out in time. What a narrow escape situation. Two cars take part in a race to cross the railroad, not minding an oncoming train. WELUCK couldn't imagine if the other cars were even seconds slower. The tank truck made an unexpected turn, causing the passersby to avoid it and fall on the road. The other person quickly crawled and then used all his strength to escape from the car, narrowly escaping death. This man was caught in the train and dragged for a long distance. He used all his strength to get out of the trap and succeeded, but it seems that after pulling away he was exhausted and even nearly fell off the rails. Fortunately, the speed of the train was too fast to push the man back. One person rushed to help him and luckily the man picked up the other half of his life. The man was sitting on a sled going down. Suddenly a small car rushed over. WELUCK had heartbroken watching this situation. How about you? People were gathering around the broken car when an out-of-control car appeared out of nowhere and rushed straight into the group of people. Fortunately, all the three people would have dodged them in time. It is the lucky ones who narrowly escaped death. A man was walking on the road when a car rushed over and rammed his motorbike. The car immediately exploded, turning into a pile of scrap metal. The car lost control and hit a power pole. The pole was immediately uprooted from the road and split the car into half. Fortunately, the power pole was also seen to help the car hold in place. And like a miracle, the owner of the door trolley came out completely healthy. This is the most skilled motor ride I've ever seen. A concrete mixer diverted. Then this rider drove fast and he nearly trashed under the giant mixer. This skillful rider really shocked me. The man ran a red light and was hit by a taxi. Fortunately, the person was ejected from the car after the collision, otherwise he probably would have been crushed under the taxi wheel. The man who was cleaning the snow on the car suddenly heard a strange noise and looked up. Fortunately, he did. The man immediately spotted a piece of roof falling and jumped away. The man was just dodging when the piece of roof fell off and smashed the car into a pile of rubble. This man just slipped through when the snow fell. What the hell? A man was taking a rest in the bank when a small van lost control and came at a high speed. Luckily, the van just broke half of the bank where the man was sitting, and the man is still alive.
So, this video showed you the best compilation of luckiest moments caught on camera. Leave your thoughts about your most impressive moment to share with us, and don't forget to click the bell button to get notification for our fascinating upcoming videos. Wish you a lucky day and see ya!